that's why they say that, because it's made out of red rubber. And before, like, if they don't catheterize a person before, they'll go ahead and clean them and do a straight cath, and the urine just goes into like a bucket there, and they empty it, so when a person wakes up, you know, that's not the first thing that they have to do, because a lot of times, when you get up and go to the bathroom, that's when a person faints. So, if you can eliminate that. But I want you to, see the thickness of this one. This one might be put in a person who's had a catheter for a long time and it tends to come out a little bit, or they need to make sure it stays in. This one, you can't see it, but I want you to feel it, how skinny it is. So that could be more for a pediatric patient, or maybe if you're self-cathing yourself, and a smaller one would make you more prone to not getting infection if you're cathing yourself. You might answer.
Why would you ever do that?
Why would you ever do that? Well, I'll give you an example. When I was in school, my roommate, her sister was in school out at Loma Linda, and she said, something's wrong with my sister. She's going to the doctor. She's having some tingling in her feet. And then she started talking about she's having some tingling around her knees and stuff. And she had developed this virus called Guillain-Barré syndrome. Have you guys ever seen it? Well, what it does, it's like a marching paralysis, and you can still walk with it sometimes, but it depends on how bad it affects you, and then it just marches on up, and you can't move or anything. It can go all the way up to the respiratory system. Well, hers didn't. It usually doesn't affect young people, but it did.
Flu shot?
I don't know. It could have been caused by that. I don't know what it was caused by.
It could also be a deficiency of nutrients and all that kind of stuff.
But she had this when she was in college, but she could still walk, and so she just had to get some catheters and self-catheterize herself until it went away. So
it's hard. My friend, she's 15, she had it in Cuba. So.
It's really difficult on older people, because it takes them a lot longer to recover from that, and it tends to march on up and affect their respiratory system too. The younger people, it doesn't tend to go as high, so it's a really strange thing. Any questions? Okay, so this is actually the same as the catheter that you guys have. It's just not attached to a tube. So you could actually get this, put it on the end of that other tube, and it would look the same. And then you guys are aware of a clean catch. What you want to do is tell the patients, wash your hand, take this, open it up, wipe from front to back, pee a little bit into the toilet, and then you want to pee into the little jar here. So you want to get a little bit out, put it in, and then I always tell them, take a wipe or something, wipe the outside off and wash your hands again, and then I'll take it, because I don't want any little thoughts of urine on the outside. And I think this one is kind of a cool, I haven't looked at it, but this one you don't even have to open. You can stick that in there, and you see what I'm saying? And it pierces that and puts the urine in there, so you don't even have to open that. So I think that's pretty cool. Never used that one, but it looks like it'd be pretty easy to figure out. And then another thing I just wanted to tell you guys about, if you ever have anyone that's close to fainting, I might have already told you guys this, get some alcohol preps out, open them up, put them under their nose, have them sit down on the floor, maybe lay their head back and put their knees and legs up, okay, and like a cold rag over their head and back here. And as soon as possible, maybe get them some Sprite or some Coke, some sort of carbonation, and maybe some crackers. That'll help.
What about the alcohol?
It just
with that?
it
kind of strong.
Yeah, it's kind of strong.
Wakes them up.
So it helps. If you get it there early enough.
Yeah.
Okay, come over here.